Right, this could be fun. It's a lovely day today. I've been out for a bike ride, now for something completely different. I'm going to try to show you a knife painting. I prepared this board. It's just white acrylic over roughed up hardboard, or masonite I think you call it in the States. I've got a small palette. Normally if I was doing a lot of oil painting, which I haven't done for over a year now, I would use a studio easel with a much larger board resting on a bit of a table of that, adapted that I made from a lump of old furniture, plywood, which is lovely and got a lovely surface on it, with a mixing area twice the size of that. I always sit down to paint. Not that I'm lazy, but we all have our preferences. Now I'm using a very limited palette. I've got white, I've got an ordinary, all these colours are student colours, they're Winton, made by Winsor & Newton, but I've squeezed out a lump of the white student and I'm going to mix it in with this Griffin alkyd resin. It's fast drying, it gets in everything and helps everything to dry, so I'll just mix the two together, makes it a bit more economical. This is a very messy job, painting with a knife. But great fun. Have plenty of tissue handy or cloth that you don't mind wasting, because it'll get everywhere. So be prepared for that. Now I'm using lemon yellow or cadmium yellow light. I should tell you what I'm going to do in a moment. Ultramarine and black. Something you don't use in watercolour. You can do, mixes very well with burnt sienna, but I'm keeping it just two primaries mostly. The red I will only use probably to modify the green. Light yellow, lemon yellow, cadmium yellow light, mixed with a touch of black makes a brilliant, wonderful green. So I did this acrylic last week, if you remember, if you've seen it. And I'm going to do a version of that, but I'm putting the weight of the trees here, I'm putting it on the other side. And the reason I'm having a go at this is because I saw a series of paintings on Facebook yesterday, a family member posted them, of a Scottish artist called Jackie Gardiner, Jackie, if you want to look her up on Google. A wonderful knife painter. Takes ordinary subjects and does magical things with them with a knife. I can't begin to even think that I could approach what she does with her ability. But I'm going to try and do something in her style. I'm not working for anything other than my bit of acrylic painting. So I'll start with knife painting. For me, anyway, I start at the top and work down. Because that way, if you start the other way, you tend to get your hands in what you've already painted as you work up. So I'll do a sky. I'll just a bit of grey and a bit of black in there, just a touch. This would be the background. Now I'm using I use two knives, though that shape. One larger one. That's about as large as I like to go, really. But if you ever do this, you can use whatever you want. We're making marks, so let's just put some, cover the board. And as we come down to the horizon, you can mix a bit of yellow into that if you wish. It's a very exciting way of painting. I'm going to put some clouds. She put some lovely cloud, heavy cloud in the middle, and I'm going to do the same. But I've done a lot of these, and I don't like doing oil paintings with solvents. It doesn't agree with my chest anymore. You can tint the board any colour you want if you wish. Now when I put the darks on this will all show up a bit better. I'm not a lover of it going too streaky, but it's a lovely, lovely way of painting. You can have some great fun with this. Just getting some paint on. Knife painters, MacDonald, that's another Scottish artist, I think her name is MacDonald. I've got a book of hers, or a gallery brochure, and she was exhibiting in the Portland Gallery off of Piccadilly. But my favourite is well, there's the two. There's Catherine Williams, who always paints with a knife. Lovely, 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 lovely stuff. Right, let's get this in. We'll start to. I'll go in with the heavier stuff in a minute, but I want to get this stuff on first, and I can paint it into the sky. I've prepared a frame in anticipation of this masterpiece. It's just a painted gilt frame, and I've put in some panel pins, some veneer pins, a couple there, and I've bent them back. I've put them right in so that when I put the board in the frame, these nails help to keep the board off of the frame, so it doesn't stick inside the frame. It probably will, but I'm worried about that when we get there. It's a few bit hard up. This is not the thing to do. I don't want that too thick there because I'm going to paint over there. But Catherine Williams, a Welsh painter, painted a lot of Anglesey where he lived, North Wales, the Scottish, the Welsh mountains. A truly great artist. Well, I think he was anyway. He's got a couple of portraits that he did with knives in the National Portrait Gallery. And I sometimes go and pay homage to them. Right, now I'm going to put in some sky now, some sky clouds and things. Get it nicely mixed, a bit streaky, but quite dark. We've got a bit of drama with this. Blue and black, nice heavy mix. Nice stormy colours. Quite physical. Coming down over the distant hills. And as they go into the distance, they can tail off a bit. A nice heavy blue-black. Okay, just balance that up a little bit there. Now, we're going to go and put some trees in there now. Bit of blue in the back, bluey green. I'll use the red for putting the poppies in at the end. Sloping down, clean the knife. And then, well, I can over paint that there with some dark black, blue. Because with painting, there's just no limit. Oh, that's it, scraping some heavier trees. Let's just get a better shape so that. One of the best knife paintings I've done was in a gallery in Purley, but there was a flood there before Christmas and I don't think it's seen the light of day since. Okay, so that's that. That is a bit more balance, just a bit there. Okay, that'll do. Now we've got this to get in with our greens. So just a bit of black, nicely blended. There's my palette. Oh, there we are. We're going to you don't need a lot of detail with this, but you can use your imagination and do with it whatever you want, as long as you can have some idea of what you're trying to do, and then just go mad with it. Let's get some merging going on. Shadow, whoops. Some white in there. It's got the catching the light shining through the clouds. With darker greens now in the foreground, just black into yellow. So that'll make some dark shadows, clouds showing across here will make the lights look lighter, so I'll just put some heavier through the middle. I'll put some poppies in at the end. Under the light. So there's quite a lot of painting to do. Now, I haven't wasted paint like this for quite a time. They don't take long to do or to make a mess of. That probably needs to be a bit darker in there, so we'll add some more yellow. Right, see these tubes, these student tubes, they come in 200 millilitre sizes. That's a lot. That's a fifth of a litre in one tube, and they last for, well, doing painting like this they don't. But I'm keeping the colours as simple as I can because of the expense of all this. A bit more black there because I want some more heaviness in the sky. My final flourishes. Very messy business. I've torn up loads of bits of tissue. It's sort of a drab olivey green. Let's cover up some of these whites. Before I attempt to think it's good enough to put in a frame, I'll take the excess paint off of the edges. Some nice lights in there. And this just to overlay, just to give some lights. Right, let's get some darker stuff in there now. Does this make you want to have a go? It really is a lot of fun, and if it works, well, that'll be a bonus for that. But as it is, I'll probably get loads of clicks on the unlike. If anybody wants to unlike my stuff, I don't mind, but give a reason. Helps me. That's the shadow. My team, Crystal Palace, are playing Chelsea this afternoon. Could be a bloodbath, but I hope it's a bloodbath against Chelsea. But I don't think it will be. They put 6 past Arsenal last week. I was working for a customer, I won't say who he is, he's long dead, but I don't want to embarrass the family. He had a very, very wonderful, expensive house, because I'm a carpet fitter, that's my business, that's my day job. When I do it, I'm getting too old now to do a lot, but I still do some. He had he was an art dealer. I believe he was at art school. One of his great friends was Sir John Piper. There's some nice heavy impasto there. And John Piper painted a lot of mixed media churches and architectural stuff. One of our finest of his generation. Great friend of John Betjeman. But his particular friend, who I worked for several times, had he collected paintings, and he had some small Rousseaus. And in his drawing room, he had a largish, beautiful landscape, impressionist landscape. And I didn't know what it was. He asked me what I thought. I thought it was pie. Well, I didn't know. It was so finely done. It just didn't look like a knife painting, but it was. And it was painted by Corot, early French impressionist Corot. Whoa. And we'd walk around his house looking at his lovely paintings with glasses of sherry in our hands. Right, that's it. Just get that nice and heavy there. I'm cleaning off the brush, the knife now as I go. I don't want to mix the colours. Okay. I think we can put a bit of blue up the top there. Just shining through here. Okay, I was going to darken in there. I'll just show the shadow in this. Now we'll get some bluer colours in the background here. Showing some distance. And we'll just go up there with, it goes over the hill. Just English Suffolk lands, well, it's not really just anywhere. Right, now some nice light yellows. Nice impasto. That's a yellow and white. Some on the horizon. Back to watercolours next week. Right, now mixing a bit of lemon yellow with the red, just to make it sort of an orangey. Might be better with the brush, but I don't. No, I'm not going to use a brush. Just a few poppies just topped on. Bit of dark in the centre. Right, that just poppies in a field. No portraits. Just a big one down the bottom here. Okay. Now, does that say everything I want it to say? I ask myself. Well, I'll clean off the edge so that we don't have too much. That will be behind the frame. And no, it won't be. No, it won't be. The frame is just a bit bigger than the board I prepared. So we'll have to think again about that. A bit previous that was. There was a top that was and the bottom that were close to the actual size of the frame. Right, what's some more dark? Right, that'll do. Right, move that right out of the way. Clean my hands thoroughly so that the paint doesn't get any over everything. I'll just leave you for a second or two or three while I get my frame and take that one there. If you hear some swearing, it's because I've dropped it and it's gone face down over something. Now I'm showing you this really as just an example of painting in a different manner than you've done before. Now, if you're used to watercolours, then, and you've done a lot, you need something else. So just to make it all nice and fresh again, do something entirely different, like this, and see what we've done. Well, there we are. Now that's quite exciting, isn't it? It's not quite as in the same class as Jackie Gardner, but I haven't copied any of her work. It's my own idea. Let's alright, okay. So there we are. We'll call that what should we call it? Storm, I don't know. Storm over landscape. Grey cloud, dark clouds over over poppies. Something like that anyway. Let's zoom in, you can have a look at it. See the sort of mess that I made. Let's just go around the picture. I'll go in a bit more. Poppies, I didn't paint them, did I? I just daubed them on. You all know they're poppies. You don't need me to tell you that, but I did. So we've got some blue in the background to show some distant trees, and some heavier stuff in the middle, or in front of them. And then we've got this stand of trees here. So they look like trees, although there isn't a branch among any of them. So there we are. Let's come out again so you can get the whole picture. If I move the camera around so it's square on. Well, I enjoyed doing that. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Now I go out and spend a load of money on eBay buying some more paint. So I think maybe there needs to be a bit more black in there. I'll do that before I take all the paint off. I used the two knives, the one knife. Let's just a bit of that, bit of the black, bit of the white. So let's put that there. Right, that'll do. No more. I'll let that dry now. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.